Smith. Steve Perry. Steven Tyler. That's a knee slapper. Oh, hi. I'm going to be filling in for the part of Steve Jobs. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Looks like we're back. You might remember us from our first video. This time, we have more people. Join us, Army. Unite as one. Cthulhu! We have
a joke for you. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doctor.
Doctor who?
Steve Carell.
I'm Steve Buscemi. A word of advice, don't ride a nuclear bomb.
And of course, I'm Steven Tyler. If you think this is over, you better dream on, my boys. Me, Steve Jobs. I make millions of dollars a year.
He's dead now.
And me, Steve Perry. And this newscast will be any way you want it.
You all have heard of the play Once Upon a Mattress, where we interviewed some main characters and Mr. Doomy, the director. Roll the clip, Steve!
This is Mr. Doomy, and he's in charge of the play. So how do you feel about the opening night?
I am so super pumped up because it's going to be fantastic. Everybody, look around you, look. See all of this? I mean, people are just working to make this whole thing
We're gonna nail it.
super professional.
No, beautiful.
And it's going to.
It will be professional. Because I'm gonna be in it.
Has there been any problems so far?
Staying awake? No, we're doing great. No difficulties. Everything has gone as smoothly as it could go. Always when you work at something, it doesn't always just happen the first time you do it or you wouldn't have to work. A lot of work, but it's been worth the effort. I think everybody would agree.
Thank you.
Once Upon a Mattress. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Fabulous.
Sorry. Mr. Doomy did a great job on this. I'm here with Drew, or known as Prince Winifred. So were you nervous? No, not really. How did it feel being on those mattresses? It's kind of scary being really high up there, but it's pretty sturdy, so I didn't think I was gonna fall. You did a good job, and good luck tomorrow night.
This is Jeffrey, the Jester. He played the Jester in Once Upon a Mattress. Did you have to practice that? Because I feel like you had to practice that. I can't even do that.
A while to kick my legs up that high. Otherwise, it's just kicking somewhere.
I kick things, so I feel ya. Brother. Were you nervous up there like the first day? I know today was the first day, but...
Yes. On the first scene, I was about to throw up. And then I didn't. So, yay.
That's always a plus.
That was wonderful, don't you think?
Oh, 10 out of 10! Mamma mia, I love it! Yeah! Now we're gonna talk about
Cheesecake?
Potatoes?
Mice?
No, not yet, my children. I know what she's talking about, map incentives. Correct, young one, map incentives. This is Matt Smith coming to you live from Mapman's secret lair.
First off, how did you find my secret lair?
Well, I went down the hallway and turned left. That
Okay.
was right.
Okay. And how did you get past all of my security and all the things that I have set up to keep people out?
I turned the knob and I pulled the door open.
Good point. Okay.
So, tell me a few things. What are map incentives?
Well, map incentives are things that students can do to do better on the map test. For example, we want every student to do their best, and it's something that I have devoted my life towards improving. And map incentives are things that students can get whenever they do their best on the map test.
That's very interesting. How do you get them?
That's a very good question.
I know it is.
Well, students get map incentives by doing their best on the map test. So when students are taking the map test, we teachers and the map man look at 3 different things. We look at attendance. So for example, we want students to be on time. If you show up to school on time during those days, you automatically get 2 points. It's as simple as that. The next thing we look at is effort. So if a student is engaged in their work, if they are taking their time, they are reading the directions, they are following the directions, that's another thing that we look at. And then the final third thing that we look at is attitude and behavior. If a student is really focused on their work and they are being quiet and not talking after they get done with their map test, they get some pretty cool incentives. Yes. So those are the three things we're looking at when we're talking about students taking the map test. It's as simple as that.
It's very simple.
Before you go, I think it is important and that your viewers would also like to know what the incentives are. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it would be. Very good.
Yes, I think so too. So this year, we have some brand new incentives that we're rolling out. And what's really, really cool about these things is students can choose where they get to go. We are planning on grilling out on Map Reward Day. And students can go to County Park North or County Park South, depending on 7th or 8th grade. We're also having activities set up in the gym. You can also choose whether you want to go to a movie, or we're doing a really cool humans versus zombie game in the outside front lawn. So, we have a lot of very cool incentives. And what students really need to pay attention to is those three things.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
That's it.
So anyway, thank you all for watching the news for this month.
Make sure you tell us whether you want to be called Tiger Tunes, Cub Squad, or CJHS News.
And remember, I'm Steve.
I'm Steve.
I'm Steve.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Matt Smith.
And I'm Steve's Jobs. Same time next month.